Just Seen It is made possible by Adobe and the Adobe Creative Cloud, including Adobe Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and After Effects. More information is available at bit.ly/AdobePTV. Will is a slacker who has never had to work a day in his life. When Fiona and her son move next door, Will's life is turned upside down. Will's friendship with Marcus changes his carefree life in About a Boy.
Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Brenna. And today we're here to talk about the new NBC show, About a Boy. We've all just seen it. Who wants to start us off?
All right, the movie's way better than the show is. I'm just going to get it out there. I love the movie. I mean, it's based on a book written by Nick Hornby, and it had this fantastic score by Badly Drawn Boy. And we have this TV show that is just basically taking all the moments from the movie that were good and cheapening it for 22 minutes.
I actually haven't seen the film. It felt like a massive thing condensed to 22 minutes. Yeah. A lot of stuff is cut. A lot of the character development, the character introductions, the setups of scenarios. You're left wondering, like, whose house are we at? Who's this guy that he's talking to randomly? Relationships are built up very quickly and then destroyed just as quickly to try and fit into this 22-minute time slot. And even if you've seen the movie, it feels rushed. And if you haven't seen the movie, it still feels rushed.
So much so that I'm not left really knowing what this show is going to be. The issue is that I can't really recommend or not recommend this show because I have seen the movie. It's a great movie, and in 22 minutes you get the Cliff Notes version of the movie and probably the novel, which I haven't read. And so you've completed pretty much the entire journey of these characters as they were before, and now I'm left going, well, what happens next?
I think it's setting up for some shenanigans every week, and then our lead is going to come in and fix it all with his charm. But another thing I couldn't figure out, along with where the show is going to go, is who the demographic for the show is.
It's not fans of the movie.
It's not fans of the movie.
No.
It's not. I couldn't figure out if it was for women because the way they have these female characters written, they're caricatures. And then the men watching it, I can't figure out, are they going to identify with this jerk character, or who is it for? Who would enjoy this show?
That's a really good point. I mean, you think about these movies that are based off of board games or Disneyland rides, and it's like, oh, nice to have that familiarity associated with the franchise. But you have this movie about a boy, which is basically about Will, our main character, being a very, very lonely man. No man is an island, but he's an island, and he has no friends, and then he befriends a little boy.
I would say that if it weren't for my father, I'd be dead right now. I owe you my life, Dad. I own you.
They really shortchanged that experience so quickly in the 22 minutes that it's not about what the movie's about anymore. It's just about these hijinks.
Well, the thing is, then I have to look at the pilot as essentially we got it out of the way.
Right.
These are a series of events. We have to give them to you because that's kind of the setup of our show.
And what you expect from this
And
this
what
franchise.
you expect because if you have seen the movie or you've read the book, this has to happen. So all I can really do is look at it as a jumping off point, and now the show is essentially reset. Now we're starting from episode 2 into something maybe completely different. And so I can't tell you whether or not that means we are completely out of ideas and we have absolutely nothing to go on in order to continue the show, or now you
It'll
found
be great and fantastic.
now you
and
found
we
this
have no
new
idea.
sense of freedom that you're not tied down to the events of the book or the movie, and you could go anywhere with it.
It doesn't need to be called About a Boy. You know, I think we know that very clearly. It could be called Revolving a Child. Like, it doesn't matter what the title is.
You don't need to remake RoboCop, but I
Yeah.
think they think something is there that people will latch onto if they have seen the movie.
Well, let's talk about our cast here anyway. Let's talk about Minnie Driver.
She was great. She was the best part of the whole show, I thought. I could watch her. It was just nice to see her in something because I haven't seen her for a while. So I was happy with the casting. I just thought the show was bad.
I didn't really like Minnie Driver that much. I thought the kid was a better actor than she was in this. I mean, but the problem is she's given weak material to work with.
You were talking about the main character being a little bit of a jerk, and he has unlikable qualities. The problem is David Walton, who's the actor in this, can't really get above the hump of those unlikable qualities the way Hugh Grant would, because he has the charm of freaking Hugh Grant.
There were charming, sweet moments, but they felt very manufactured.
Yeah.
Particularly because they're trying to fit so much into 22 minutes. And he has some charm. It's just not enough to overcome how unlikable his character is and how little he has to work with.
Where I think this show might be successful, the showrunner on this is Jason Katims, who was a writer and a producer on Friday Night Lights and Parenthood. He's been on successful programs. He knows how to sustain a show. That gives me some kind of measurement that this show could have something to make it continue. It's just hard to say right now. About a Boy has a troubling start, but the quality of the show really won't be revealed until the next few episodes. So for now, stream it.
Unfortunately, this show shortchanges everything I loved about the movie and the novel. And I'm going to have to say, skip it.
Well, it's true we have no idea where this show is going. I didn't see enough in the pilot to make me care. I say skip it.
Well, it looks like our votes add up to a half of a ticket, which is a skip it for About a Boy.
Cheers.
That's so sad.
I think it'd be easy to figure out what the show is about.
Do you care about Minnie Driver?
Only if it's a tiny person behind the wheel of a car.
AJA Video Systems, proud supporter of Just Seen It, offers a wide range of professional acquisition and post-production solutions. Learn more at aja.com/PTV.